what you are doing in the morning in the lecture, who are here, was a practice of sushumna on the physical level. It's our spine, and we try to affect it like this similar way what I showed you, why the breath is guided in a specific way and some specific parts. And there is always the physical part of it, and then there is the mental part of it. And when you try to imagine where your spine actually is, and then you can imagine that there is kind of energetical pathway that you can get through it. If you can imagine it, in the future you will feel it, and then you can work with that. That's a first step to move there. And one small thing I wanted to share with you. There are two possible ways how to gain a knowledge, how to gain a wisdom. One is to study, to learn scriptures and to learn in the school, try to study through the original texts, which were created in expanded states of consciousness. This is a traditional way of yoga study, and it's Bible, it could be Upanishads, just the texts that are really written with the people who were enlightened before you, and it also affects you. And this is a normal way how we gain the knowledge. There is another possibility how you gain the knowledge, that's the expanded state of consciousness. It's not through your mind, it's not through your brain, but you can directly perceive it. And that's the state of samadhi. That's what we try to achieve in yoga, especially in the meditation techniques, that you focus on something. It could be a question, it could be something physical, it could be anything, where you focus your mind. And if you get deep enough, you will get into an expanded state of consciousness, and you will become one with that object of your meditation. And from inside, you will understand it. You will gain the knowledge. That's why people can learn a language without ever speaking the language, because they can get it somehow from the universal consciousness or unconsciousness. And in a way, you don't need to just do it in a samadhi. Some things are affecting you, even though you don't understand them at the moment, but you feel somehow it attracts you. It's, for instance, like a poem. Someone like poems, like Sufi masters. That there are some nice poems, and you feel it. You don't need to understand it really from your mind, from your brain, but just let it affect you from your heart, not from your brain. That's important. Heart, not the brain all the time. We need both to be able to navigate through this life anyway, but yeah, open the heart a little bit more. And I will read you just a few poems from Khalil Gibran, who is enlightened master, but from a Sufi tradition. It's not yoga, it's Sufism, but there are many. There are Christianity and Catholic masters like Meister Eckhart and others. So try to close your eyes for a while. Try to feel your breath. Try to open yourself. Without judging, without thinking about it, analyzing it. Just try to perceive it. Feel it. Experience it. Better word, maybe. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is a light in the heart. Keep your eyes closed, just the spine is straight. And try to remind yourself again that the energy, especially in the central pathway, the Sushumna, is very important. And slowly start deepening the breath. Feel the breath like waves rising and falling.